You are 3 times more likely to be run over by an electric vehicle than a petrol-powered vehicle. How's that for a nice startling statistic to kick us off? That is at least according to this new road safety article. If it wasn't enough, EVs have already driven up all their insurance costs. Now they're running us over. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining. If you do enjoy this kind of content, please do hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and as always, most importantly, remember to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. I love to read them. Anyway, let's get into this article because it is really quite interesting. Electric cars 3 times more likely to hit pedestrians than petrol vehicles, study finds. So, hybrid and electric cars are more likely to strike pedestrians than petrol or diesel vehicles, particularly in towns and cities, according to an analysis of road traffic accidents. Data from 32 billion miles of battery-powered car travel and 3 trillion miles of petrol and diesel car trips showed that mile for mile, electric and hybrid cars were twice as likely to hit pedestrians than fossil fuel-powered cars and 3 times more likely to do so in urban areas. Why eco cars are more hazardous is unclear. We could probably hazard quite a good guess, but researchers suspect a number of factors are to blame. The vehicles are much quieter than cars with combustion engines, of course, making them harder to hear, especially in towns and cities. The more car-savvy viewers amongst us, we could probably hazard quite a good guess as well as to other factors, like the cars are much heavier, therefore it's going to increase stopping distance. They tend to accelerate at a greater pace than most things on the road, so pedestrians just aren't expecting them to sneak up on them so quietly, move so quickly, and take so long to stop. Seems like a pretty toxic recipe for running pedestrians over. Electric cars are a hazard to pedestrians because they are less likely to be heard than petrol or diesel cars, said Phil Edwards, first author on the study and professor of statistics at the London School. The government needs to mitigate these risks if we're going to phase out the sale of petrol and diesel cars. Since July 2019, all new hybrid and electric vehicles sold in Europe have been required to have an acoustic vehicle alerting system. I'm going to add a note to this in a moment. Sorry, I always try and get through the article, but I end up chatting. We'll get through this, then we can have a bit of discussion. Yes, so all cars have been required to have an acoustic vehicle alerting system that emits sound when the car is travelling slowly, but there are hundreds of thousands of electric cars on the road without these devices, cars made prior to that. If governments made sure that these systems were installed in all electric vehicles and retrofitted to the older electric cars, that would be a good start. However, therein lies another problem. Get a load of this.
Tesla has a noisemaker now built into it. At least Model 3 does. Model S and X actually should be happening pretty soon, if not already. But it's actually pretty darn loud. So we are going to figure out how to disable that, mute it, until Elon actually comes out with the ability to change the noise, regulate how loud it is, how quiet it is, and all that. Because that is not something I want to live with.
So apparently a very easy to do and very popular modification is to delete that system so it doesn't make that rather annoying noise. However, clearly we have a bit of a problem on our hands when you're 3 times more likely to be run over by one of these electric vehicles. Although, can you imagine a city with tens of thousands of cars in it emitting that annoying noise? Ugh. Anyway, back to the article. So in 2017, a US Department of Transportation report found that electric and hybrid cars posed a 20% higher risk to pedestrians than petrol and diesel cars and a 50% higher risk during low-speed moves such as turning, reversing, starting in traffic, pulling to a stop, that kind of thing. Edwards and his colleagues studied UK travel and road accident data from 2013 to 2017. Because of an archiving problem, data from 2018 onwards isn't available. Fair enough. Their analysis included 916,713 casualties, of which 120,197 were pedestrians. More than 96,000 had been hit by a car or taxi. Most vehicles on the road are either petrol or diesel, and these were involved in 3/4 of pedestrian collisions. But for the same distance travelled, battery-powered cars were more dangerous. The average annual The average annual pedestrian casualty rate per 100 miles travelled was 5.16 for an electric and hybrid car compared to 2.4 for petrol and diesel cars, according to the study in the Journal of Community Health. In rural settings, the battery-powered cars were no more dangerous than petrol or diesel, but in towns and cities, they were 3 times more likely to collide with pedestrians. 3 times more likely to collide with pedestrians. That is a startling statistic any way that you spin it. And that must undo some of the ULEZ claims, if you think about it. They're claiming that they help save lives in city centres. Okay, they might not poison you, but there's every chance they might run you over. I think I'd take my chance with the poisoning. Not really a great slogan, is it? Now, the thing is, I'm really not sure there's an awful lot could be done to electric vehicles in order to make them safer for pedestrians. Of course, I welcome your thoughts in the comments section below. But really, I think the onus is on pedestrians to just be aware that these silently moving, heavyweight, rapidly accelerating vehicles are out there. Now, here's one thing I am sure about though. When you're making your next used car purchase, check out vehiclescore.co.uk. This is a free service, not trying to sell you anything here. Put the plate of the car that you're interested in into their system and it will tell you all the good and bad points for completely free. Now, if you are committing to a purchase, especially on a more expensive car, you should buy a paid report. You can do so on vehiclescore.co.uk's website. I'm going to add a 15% discount voucher in the description below, so you have no excuse. Now, thank you so much for watching. Please do hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, let me know the thoughts below. See you next time.